Alright guys, so there is a brand new campaign for Rome 2 Total War that if you haven't heard about yet, you need to try next. This is just released on the Steam Workshop. It's called the Successor Wars. It's basically a brand new time period, not really seen in Total War just yet. You know, we've had Alexander's conquest, we've had the Mongol invasion, we've had classic kind of Rome 2, Rise of the Republic, the Empire broken up, fragmented, and Imperator Augustus, Caesar invasion of Gaul, but we haven't had the Successor Wars, and this is what this mod is about, and it's absolutely amazing. It's just the first iteration here of what's possible. Lots of changes to unit rosters, playable factions, all the successor kingdoms, and others as well. Rome, Italian wars with the Samnites, you know, Carthage, Germanic, Celtic, Britannic factions, everything you can expect from a Successor Wars mod just like this, and that's what we're going to talk about today. By the end, I guarantee you're going to want to check it out for yourself. Before we dive straight in though, if you don't own Total War Rome 2 or its DLCs, you can pick them up with a massive discount on Instant Gaming, a reputable game key reseller that I've been using for a little while now. They have a great roster of games with the rest of the Total War titles on sale as well, and more. Games like Ghosts of Tsushima, Helldivers 2, or even Manor Lords will all have much bigger discounts than before. So if you're thinking about buying, make sure to click the link below to get your games for cheap and support the channel at the same time. Now let's get back to the video. Alright, so first off, if you don't know, of course, Alexander the Great has just passed away. The Successor Wars are essentially his greatest generals who have fragmented his large empire into different sections, all warring against each other for his legacy, his ultimate, essentially, power over the region. And you've got Lysimachus, you've got the Antigonus, you've got Ptolemy, lots of others kind of vying for power against each other. And this is what this mod is about. This is the setting that this campaign takes place in, and it is ripe for amazing Total War. The diplomatic kind of circumstances are all really great. You form alliances with nearby kind of smaller kingdoms to have buffer states. You can liberate to create new kingdoms, emerging factions that are really fun and immersive as well. Lots of historical immersion and realism here to make sure you feel like this is really the Successor Wars, and lots of mechanics have been redone and rebalanced to make sure it's all kind of appropriate to the setting as well. Not only that, but there are other areas of the campaign map that have been redone, including the Italian states. So alongside the successor kingdoms in this mod, of course, you also have Rome and the Samnites, which have been redone, and a Gallic tribe in Italy called the Senones. And all of this basically is an amazing opportunity to try and, Rome is an easy faction, but you can take the Samnites, which have been redone, unit rosters, family trees, etc., or the Senones, which is a really cool little Gallic faction in Italy, to try and expand and stop Rome from becoming the superpower that, historically it becomes. You can even go up against Carthage later on if you can unify Italy all together and go after the other maritime superpower of this time. And eventually, if you expand far enough, you'll go up against the successor kingdoms, Lysimachus and others in the east, in Greece and in Anatolia, etc. So there's a huge other massive opportunity here to have great fun in the Italian states. As you can see, as the Samnites, I didn't do too well against Rome. Roman unit rosters are really powerful, but the Gallic tribes, Senones, Samnites, these are really fun factions to get into in this mod as well. The other point this kind of pivots me towards, speaking of my valiant defeat against the Romans, is the pace and the feel of the battles. It feels really good. The companion cavalry, the cavalry just generally feel really heavy hitting and make a huge difference to your battles, but also just other units. I mean, ranged units are so viable here. I had my general against the Romans last absolutely forever. I think he got something like 350 kills against all the Roman hastati. Like, there are some really cool moments in the battles that really stood out for me. I've played battles with the Samnites against the Romans, with the Senones against a few other factions, Gallic factions mostly. I've played the some of the successor kingdoms, the Antigonids versus the Ptolemies in battle, the Nabateans, and I've also played as the Antipatridae. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. specifically, against the Athenians and Epirus. I managed to ambush Epirus in a battle as well, and each of these battles just felt so strong, so good, very balanced. There's a nice kind of mix of new and reskinned unit rosters here that feel good, and the pacing is a nice balance between how slow DEI is and how kind of very quick vanilla Rome 2 is. So it's a very kind of tactical battle kind of style and mechanic the way they've done it here. There's a lot more to be done, of course, as well. Lots of work, lots of unit reskins, but at the moment at least, I'm really enjoying it. The other really cool thing about Successor Wars is, if you didn't know this already, there's a series of mods on Rome 2 called Para Bellum, and this mod is heavily influenced by what the mod team and the guys over there are doing as well. In fact, Ave Metal, one of the lead developers of Para Bellum, is one of the developers on this as well. Lots of assets and work being used from him, and other kind of influences from DEI and Benjin, another big modder on Rome 2. So the point is, Successor Wars is doubly worth checking out, especially as there's lots of influence and kind of an investment and work coming from lots of different other sources of mods on Rome 2 as well. In fact, I know that the modder Pontifex is working on a sub mod that will be hopefully released this week that will actually make Successor Wars compatible, fully compatible, hopefully, with the Para Bellum series as well. And if you know Para Bellum, it's very modular. It can use various little bits that Para Bellum excels at, hopefully, to make this mod even greater as well. So overall, how does it play? I mean, mechanically, the game is 4 turns per year. You've got a choice of 16 factions. You've got revamped family trees that are historically accurate as much as possible. You've got unit rosters that are redone, moved around from various vanilla campaigns as well, and unit reskins, obviously, from various sources. Like I said, the tech, the building tree, all still being worked on, but they're in a good place. There are 2 new edicts, so the edict system is a little bit different. I mean, it's a great setting. The Diadochi Wars are a brilliant setting in history, ancient history, and I love it. I mean, it's got some great potential for really cool battles, and between playing as the Italian states and warring with Rome, and playing as the successor kingdoms and warring against each other, there are regional name changes, provincial name changes. All the factions are named according to how they would have called themselves in history. There's just so much that's really positive here, guys. There's not a lot that I can talk about negatively. This mod just released as well on the 4th of January, so please do expect lots of new updates. As I said, there's a sub mod for compatibility with Para Bellum. There's a sub mod being developed for units, new units to be added in, which hopefully will move from a sub mod to the main mod as well. So there's lots of really good positivity riding on this, lots of potential being realized with new developments, new updates hopefully coming very soon as well. The modders are super passionate about making this really good, and lots of people have been enjoying it. So I really enjoyed it. I think it's great. That's why I wanted to make this video, and overall I think you'll really enjoy it yourself as well. And that's essentially it for today, guys. So Successor Wars, as I said, is available right now. It's on the Steam Workshop. All you have to do is go in there. I think it's one of the most popular recent downloads at the moment on the Workshop. So you just go in there, you get it. It's a quick download. It's very easy to install. Steam does it automatically for you. I've dropped a link below in the video description. So all you have to do is click through that and find it and download it, and you're good to go. All these factions are really great and playable. I've really personally enjoyed both. Playing as the Senones and the Samnites, and as the Antigonids and the Antipatridae. There's lots of really good stuff here, as I said, to talk about, so highly recommend you check it out and play it for yourself. But that's going to be it for today, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you did, give it a like, drop any thoughts or questions in the comment section below. If you have any questions for the modders as well, they are mainly on the Para Bellum Discord, which is linked here below and in the Steam Workshop page as well. Yeah, you just go in there, you make yourself known, ask a few questions. The modders are super helpful, really positive as well. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos just like this, more mod spotlights across Rome 2 and other Total War games and other strategy games. And like I said, if you're in the market for a new game, if you don't own some of the Rome 2 DLCs or Rome 2 itself or other Total War games, then make sure to check out my instant gaming link below for the best deals you can essentially find, and you'll be supporting the channel at the same time. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.